What's going on, guys? Jay Hubes here, the moderately mediocre gamer, and today I'm going to talk about the new policies set by YouTube that are to take effect in 2014. These policies are set mainly to deal with all of the copyright strikes that YouTube's users have been receiving. And if you don't know about copyright strikes, I'm going to go into it later in the video, but they affect the user and YouTube, which is why YouTube cares so much about it. I've heard a lot of people talking about this issue, some calling it the end of gaming YouTube and things like that, and in the end it all just depends on who you are on YouTube, and that will definitely play the role in whether you will be affected or not. Before we get started, the gameplay we're watching is just some pub domination. I was playing with some friends earlier, nothing big, I didn't go off or anything. I actually just got a new monitor, I kind of redid my setup, and I'm trying to get used to a smaller display, so there's that. That's not really important. So first off, let's jump into the video. This is what's actually happening. Okay, I'm gonna explain this in the simplest terms I can, just to give you guys a good idea of what's going on, because it's kind of hard to explain. I'm gonna do my best. Basically, when a YouTuber puts a video of them playing video games on YouTube, that is not their content, okay? The video is technically owned by whatever developer. We're just going to use Call of Duty Ghosts for this example. So whenever I say a game or a video game, I'm referring to Ghosts. So whenever you put a video of you playing this game, which is Call of Duty Ghosts, on YouTube, it's not your video. It's Activision and Infinity Ward's, okay? It's their video. It's their game, okay? Just because you're putting your voiceover and your commentary on it, that's one, okay? It's technically their game, okay? Now when you monetize from these videos, and that's a very important word, that's what this whole thing is pretty much based off. When you monetize your videos and when you make money off of them, it's technically illegal, because you're making money from other people's work, okay? And that's illegal. Now thank the Lord that these game companies really don't care, okay? They couldn't care less whether you post videos or not on their games, and they actually encourage it, because if you think about it, and you've probably caught on by now, but if somebody has 1 million views of them playing Call of Duty Ghosts, then 1 million people are watching them play this kick-ass game, 1 million people are watching them wreck this game, and 1 million people are watching them and just thinking, wow, I should probably go buy this game, this looks like a good game. So if you put one and one together, if they go buy this game, then that company's making money. So they're pretty much making money for doing nothing at all besides letting people post videos, which doesn't cost them anything. Now, it's all good and unicorns and rainbows and everything until you get people who spoil endings and post leaks and things like that. Drifter posted a leak. He's a pretty big YouTuber back in March or April, and I love Drifter. I enjoy his channel. I watch a lot of his videos. So I really like him as a YouTuber. He put about a 15-minute video on in about March or April, I can't remember, about ghosts and about all the information, and everything that he put in that video was correct, okay? The title he got right, and the title at the time was not announced yet. He got the title right, he got the campaign storyline right, he got everything right. Now, as I was watching that video, because I watched that video like 15 times, and every time I watched that video, I'd have a big smile on my face thinking, okay, wow, I know everything that's going down in this game, I love this, okay? I know what's going on now. Now, Infinity Ward and Activision are sitting there watching this and thinking, well, all the work that we did to keep this a secret is kind of just pushed to the side and set on fire and burned because somebody within the Call of Duty making machine leaked all this information to somebody. And the person that posted the video and made it viral is going to get busted. So of course, when you get people that leak, you have all these developers come in with copyright strikes, and that's pretty much, if you know what copyright means, they say, well, this is our video and you can't post it, and they'll come in and they'll just say, well, we're taking this video off YouTube. Now that makes YouTube look really bad, and since there's more and more people who are posting these leaks and these spoilers, YouTube is trying to do something to not allow anybody to post any gameplay whatsoever, unless they have specific permission. I don't know all the details, down and the definite details about this, but from all the hype that's surrounding it, you guys are probably assuming it's pretty brutal, and like myself, I'm assuming it's brutal, but there is a there's a side of this that no one's really looking at, that's why I'm here to kind of emphasize the important side and the side that makes this not that bad. Now, the overall impact of this kind of depends on who you are, okay? Now, if you just come on YouTube and you just watch videos, then you're fine, because I'm assuming you all watch these huge YouTubers like T Martin and Drifter and all these pro teams and things like that, and this whole issue, this whole policy, that's not going to affect them too much, if any at all, and that's because they have partners, they have sponsors, they have these big names tied with them. So, for example, guys know I'm a huge T Martin fan, so we'll take him for example. Machinima, who he works with, who he's sponsored by, has huge tie-ins with Infinity Ward and Activision and the people who make Call of Duty, and all they have to do is talk to those developers and talk to Call of Duty, and they will say, oh, well, we know this guy, and he's awesome, and he's #1, and he's a G, so he can post videos, I don't really care, here's a signature, here's some paperwork, here's something, and go ahead, make all the videos you want. So all those guys are fine. If you don't need to worry about any big guys like them losing the ability to post videos, because that is never going to happen. The guys that it's really going to hurt are the smaller YouTubers like myself that put a lot of time into making our videos just like they do, except we don't have that big 7-digit subscribe button. I actually have a 2-digit number, and that reads like 25 right now, versus them reading like 1,497,715. Okay, of course, the people, if they have those subscribers, and they're absolutely fine. But for smaller guys like myself, we are screwed, because you probably wouldn't take you long if you went on and viewed my channel to come to the conclusion that I'm not sponsored by anybody. Because if I was, I'd probably be a lot more famous, okay? You just put 2 and 2 together here. I don't have these big connects like everybody else does, nor do any of these other small YouTubers like myself. So we get kicked to the curb, and they pretty much say, oh, the hell with you guys, you're not big, and we don't like you when you're ugly, so we're just not gonna let you post videos anymore. So I'm really hoping it's not as brutal as everybody's claiming that it's going to be. I am assuming YouTube wouldn't go to that extent, although with all this stuff, you never really know. So that's pretty much the rundown on what's going on, guys. I hope this video helped explain it to you in the simplest terms possible. Thank you guys for watching. This is JHubes out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. We'll be right back.